Are you aware that you're 1 win away from tying a CFL record?
Yeah, I mean, it's been talked about.
Alexander does it himself!
Wow, Alexander!
How is that left leg feeling? Relatively good. I'm all right.
Alexander.
He's going to do it himself! Touchdown!
He did it himself, but he got the hamstring again.
He is now 8-0 as a starter, but the big question, was it all worth it?
MBT looks left, and it's picked off!
McLeod Bethel-Thompson has to play better.
Shake of the head here from McLeod Bethel-Thompson coming out.
There's a good notion that Caleb's going to start our next game. I think Bethel knows, and everybody knows after that performance, it just wasn't good enough.
Well, Matt, it's been tough sledding for the Alouettes, to say the least, without Davis Alexander. Great start for him, going 1, 2, 3, 4-0. But since his absence, it's been a tough ride, and there's no timeline for his return, as the Alouettes don't want to rush him back.
Really, really tough because, again, without him, 1 win in 5 games. McLeod Bethel-Thompson did not look good last week. They turned to Caleb Evans, hoping that might solve some of their issues, maybe a new look under center. Not the case. Really struggling, too, with more on the Owls quarterback situation. Let's go to Kate and the panel.
Alongside Paul LaPolice, Davis Sanchez, Milt Stiegel, and for the Montreal Alouettes, they started off this season oh so well, 3-0 to be exact, and now they find themselves at 5-4. Not a terrible record by any stretch of the imagination, but now they have a bit of an issue when it comes to quarterback. When Davis Alexander was in, he was a perfect 4-0. They are 1-4 without him, and now you had McLeod Bethel-Thompson pulled in their last game in favor of Caleb Evans. Let's go back to that July 17th game for just a moment, and look, we're not like Milt. We can't predict the future currently, but if we could, I think a lot of people would say, should he have been playing that game? He said at halftime, he alluded to the fact that he probably wasn't 100%. We saw the way he was running, then he ultimately pulled the hamstring again, and now he's on the 6-game injured list, and now this team has fallen off a little bit, losing their last 2 games. Lapo, you're a coach. What would you have done?
So first of all, I would say this. You talk about Milt knowing the future. I think at the time they would have felt we've got the best backup in the Canadian Football League, and he has not performed that well. Right. But at that point, let's get our quarterback healthy. Now, also the trainers, that's their world. That's not the coach's world, and it's not the players' world. The trainers are the ones who are going to determine when somebody's ready to go. If they give Davis the okay, you play him, because 2 points early in the season, the same as 2 points later in the season, guys.
I'm going to disagree with you on 2 fronts. I think it was wrong for him to play at this point of the season. I think, and because of a hamstring. Something you can play through, other injuries that aren't soft tissue, I might agree. But a hamstring is something that's always reoccurs. And also, I disagree with it's the trainer's decision. I believe it's the player's decision, because the player's the only one that really knows. There's nothing you can look at in an X-ray that tells you what a hamstring looks like. Anything soft tissue, it's only the player that truly knows. And we said it all the time. I mean, you have to trust a player. A coach has to trust a player that he's going to give him the goods, because a player is always going to want to play. But and sometimes a veteran guy, you got to believe in if he tells you he wants to play, and he's good, you got to believe in him. But what we heard from Davis Alexander, he basically said, earlier in the week he said it, and at halftime he said it. He said, I'm as good as I'm going to be right now. I'm okay. When I hear words like that, and it's a hamstring, and he's my franchise guy, I'm not playing him that early in the season.
But before we get to Milt, I'm going to say this. What you just said, the player's going to want to play. That's why the trainer has to step in, because too many times the guy's like, I'm ready to play, and he gets hurt 2 minutes into the game.
A trainer can't see. You can't see it.
It's collaborative between those two guys.
And I agree with you. He should have played, but I also agree with him. Pulling the hamstring, the trainer has no clue. That's all on the player right there. That's the player determining that I'm ready to go. As he mentioned, the trainer, they can't do an X-ray or they can't feel around it. That's all on the player. So, but I think he should have played. He had been out, 4 weeks? He had practiced that entire week. So if he'd have said, we're going to sit him out, and he messed it up the next week, who's to say that would have happened? So the fact that he went out there and played, I'm totally in agreement with it. You know, the player said he was good enough. Head coach felt he was good enough. They went out there and played, and they have some consequences with it, but I'm okay with him playing.
You know what the problem is, too? I mean, their schedule coming up, Lions, Bombers, Ticats, Riders. I mean, it is not going to be an easy stretch for the Montreal Alouettes, but hopefully Alexander gets healthy. And the good news for this team, too, they have great special teams, and they have a great defense as well, so hopefully that will pull them through.